Quick shout out to my Patreons who keep this channel going. You can join my Patreon down in the description below. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're interacting to the 23rd and penultimate episode of Higurashi When They Cry New/Go. This is Village Destroying Chapter Part 6. So we're continuing on with this arc, and I imagine probably the last episode is going to be Part 7. I say that because just as I was about to get into this one, well, not just as I was about to get into it, but looking ahead, apparently there is a ATX, which is a TV station in Japan, apparently has this show listed as up to 30 episodes, and certain other TV networks have it listed up to 36, which would be interesting because that would make it a free core show if the 36 one was true, and would be kind of interesting, actually, to get a free core show in quick succession, but it's just that ATX posting of their schedule that we have. There's been no other confirmation on anything. Like, I've not seen it on any anime news sites, I've not seen it anywhere else. It's just that one post that's been shared to things like Analyst and Mal and stuff. I haven't seen anything more of it, and as of time of recording, which is about 2 a.m. on Friday morning for me, so this video will be going out in like 13 hours. No, 14 hours, because it's going to be going up at 4 p.m. So as of right now, that's all I know. If things have changed by the time this video goes up, please leave a comment and let me know what's going on with the situation. But as of right now, I'm expecting this to end on episode 24, and therefore this makes it this penultimate episode, which makes me wonder how they're going to wrap it up in time, and maybe that is some of the credibility behind potentially being 30 or 36 episodes, is because it's unlikely to wrap up that quickly. I don't know what the actual truth of the matter is, so we'll see. But last time, Satoko has gone through and watched all 100 years of Rika's loops to understand exactly what happened. And now she has the resolve to be like, oh, I just need to break her will again, that's all I need to do. And she invoked our mysterious character, who I still don't know who is, to make it so that Rika remembers the loops as well. So it's the same Rika and the same Satoko looping together, always in that same loop, and that would be from the very first loop that we experienced. So right from Demon Deceiving Chapter, we're going to start. Now, I wonder if it's going to take us back through Demon Deceiving Chapter, back through Cotton Deceiving, back through Curse Deceiving, etc. I wonder if it's going to take us back through there to see what actually happened. In that instance, we'd have to explore Rika's reasoning again. Now, it's possible we might not, and we just go straight to a different arc, but I would like it if we went all the way back to Demon Deceiving. I don't think we have the time if this is a 24-episoder, but I'd like it if we did go back. But yeah, now we're actually looping back. However, the thing that Satoko did not know up until the end of Cat Deceiving Chapter, Rika does remember the moments up to her death, thanks to Hanyu, right? Is that character's name? I've forgotten already. Hanyu manages to give her the ability to remember her death this time. So Satoko doesn't really know, but Rika's onto her, and that's how Cat Deceiving Part 4 ended. Maybe we can go straight back to that bit, and maybe the whole Cat Deceiving arc, and maybe that's where we'll start. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm excited to see where we go with this. I'm excited to see if we actually do get more, because I said after this 24 episode had finished, I might take a break for a week and then start back up the original series, because I want to see the originals as well. But maybe we'll be continuing on with this for a while? I don't know. That's the beauty of... I just don't know. I mean, it very much sounds like something that the creator would do, because, I mean, the creator kind of made this out to be a remake when it's actually a sequel, so, you know, he kind of troll us a little bit there, and apparently he has quite the track record for doing this type of thing, so maybe he is going to do a 30 episode season, or a 36 episode, who knows, but I'm just going to assume that this is the penultimate episode for now, and then next week will be the finale, until I'm proved otherwise. We'll see, but, yeah, I'm excited to see, so... Let's load up the episode. As per usual, These are time-based form reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see a full picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture actions I do on the channel, which is everything from this season and future seasons. Some backdated shows, movies, Patreon request shows, and etc. all will be on there. There are higher tiers as well if you want to get a shout out at the beginning of the video, like you saw at the beginning of this one. But here on YouTube, we have to do timer-based. So bottom left of the screen, you'll see the timer for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We're watching this one on Funimation, since that's who licensed it this season. We have the Kadokawa logo, then the Funimation logo, so about 10 seconds logos, give or take. I'll call them out as they go past. You can also use screen flash on my face on the mic to tell when I see you transitioning. So, with all that said and timer reset, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Kadokawa. Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. Yep, June 1983, the 12th. Okay. Right, Da Vinci. Alright. Well, yeah. She knows. So what arc was this when we did this? Was this the beginning of Cat Deceiving? I do remember we've done this. I just forget which arc this was from. Whoa. She's constantly looping, constantly doing it. That's pretty incredible. Sure. I think you know. Yep. Jesus Christ, Sasuke, you're so creepy like this now. OP time. It's all going to come back to that shard eventually, because we know that's the only weapon that can quote-unquote kill a looper. Alright. Yes. Mm-hmm. What about infinite? Hmm. There might be a finiteness to it, but... Right, name. What's your name gonna be, then? No name, huh? Okay, we name her? Sure. Ewa, okay. Ewa is actually... I quite like the name, actually. Hmm. What phenomenon is that? Keiichi with his dreams, for example. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. What's causing that, then? Okay. Alright. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I suppose. Huh? What are you thinking with this? Where are you going with this? Oh, the shitty uncle, right? Oh, what the fuck was his name? I had to learn how to pronounce it because I was terrible at it. Yeah. What is his name? Oh. What's his name? It began with a T. That's all I remember. Well. Oh boy. What is your name? Tepe, there we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Take care. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's another dream in a dream. Jesus Christ. I think I'm gonna take alcohol with your prescription, but whatever. And yeah, you're just gonna throw out the meds, like, yeah. Good question. What's the name of this damn game? Pachinko? Is that it? I remember because I saw it in a Yakuza game once. That's all I remember. I have no idea how this game works. Ooh, chocolate donuts. Did not expect Tepe to be a bit of a focus right now. Hmm. I mean, that would probably get on my nerves after a while as well, to be fair, but. Place is in a pretty bad state, huh? Like, when is this? Hmm. I really didn't expect this episode to be. Yeah, he's getting the looks, obviously. I really thought we were going to go back to Sasuke Rika, but. Oh. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hmm. 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 There's your miracle. Huh. I really didn't expect that to be the point of the episode. Huh. Quite a ways in as well. Huh. Bizarre. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me guess, Teppei's gonna come to her defense here? Yep. I mean, that was obvious. I mean, the question is, why was he there in the first place? Whatever. Oof. Hmm. Here comes place. Hmm. This is a weird episode. Hmm. Oh, of course. Of course it's you. Why is he still creepy? Still, there's just something about the way he's. Mm, yeah. Mm-hmm. Soon. That fucking laugh, I swear. Mm. Yeah. What a weird episode. Is that going to be waiting? Of course she is. Hmm. Mm-hmm. uh, hmm. I feel like the traffic in the background is meant to be signifying some of this. It's too deep seated. Yeah, it was a bit. Hmm. What a weird episode. And almost. That really gives credit to the fact that this might not be a 24 episode show. Or at the very least, there's another season coming, because your penultimate episode you spend on a Tepe. Or Tepepe, sorry. I learned pronunciation, let's get it right. We spend it on him getting a. I guess, redemption arc almost? That's how you spend your penultimate episode, huh? I'm so confused by this show now. The pacing seems bizarre. But that's on the assumption of 24. I think the 30 rumour has to be true, otherwise, this is an incredibly terrible choice for your penultimate episode. Do the Satoko in this instance know about looping or not? It's kind of hard to tell. She didn't seem to react too much by the fact that he was having bad dreams about things, of dying over and over. She didn't seem to visibly react too heavily to that. At least if her reactions were very subtle, if anything. I have many thoughts. Next time. Finish drawing chapter part 7. Okay, so the 30 episode rumour looks very, very likely now. Like, you do not spend your penultimate episode having a redemption arc for a character we barely care about. Huh. It's so weird. It feels so. That rumor has to be true. It has to be. You cannot have that as your penultimate episode. Because trying to redeem Tepepe is odd. It's an odd choice. I'm not saying you can't redeem him. I think every anime character, even villains, can have their redemption and their redeeming qualities to them that make you want to have their redemption. I can kind of understand where it's coming from. I can understand where that's coming from. And I'm very, very glad that Satsuko did not accept him at the end of the episode. And it did just go into an instinctive reflex action of stay away. Like, I'm glad that stayed, because being physically abused as a child like that, that's not something that just disappears, right? Like, Satsuko is going to be living with that for years, as, well, maybe part of the influence into how she became who she is now, right? But I'm glad they kept that just reaction of stay away from me. Like, I'm glad that stayed. It makes so much more sense. However, they are trying to make Tepepe look more redeemable based on the miracle effect, which is an effect that I'm not very well aware of because I have not seen what it did for Rika and her miracle effect, whatever that is, in the original series. I have no point of reference for that. But you can't have. It was just so weird pacing wise. It completely went a different direction from what I could have possibly expected. Like, they set themselves up perfectly to go back into where Cat Deceiving Chapter had ended, basically. They set that up perfectly. They also set up a perfect way to start going through the beginning arcs of Demon Deceiving, Content Deceiving, and Curse Deceiving, Cat Deceiving. They had the perfect groundwork to start going through those and seeing what Satsuko was doing in all those arcs. Unless, now here's something that could be very, very clever and would be something very interesting that I would like to see explored. Satsuko was not expecting that. Now, assuming this Satsuko is the Looper Satsuko, if she's gone back, and we're in Demon Deceiving Chapter, for example, I don't think we are, but we might be. I can't remember. Let's say we are in Demon Deceiving Chapter when that Tepe situation took place. Let's then say that now that things are starting to change and the miracle seems to be taking effect, Satsuko starts to believe that maybe the looping isn't so necessary. She starts to see a difference. But because it's Demon Deceiving Chapter, something happens, and they ultimately end up looping, and Satsuko loses the miracle of Tepepe, tries to get it back, and then we end up in Curse Deceiving Chapter, and we end up with Satsuko being in the worst time as well. Like, that would be pretty fucked up. Like, you give her that seed of hope in the form of maybe a miracle happening, but then things happen, the loop's cut, and because Rika is looping... Like, how did number 4 end with Rika and Satsuko? Because Rika and Satsuko died at the end of Demon Deceiving Chapter Part 4, no explanation, really. They don't know if it was suicide or murder. So we don't actually know what happened to Satsuko and Rika in that timeline, necessarily. Because we saw... It was being told from Keiichi's perspective, and Keiichi with... Rena, right? So we don't really know what happened to Rika and Satoko in that moment. Then Cotton Deceiving Chapter Part 4. I don't know where they're going with this. I really have no clue. There's no way next week's is the final episode. It just can't be. If it is, who the fuck decided this was going to be an appropriate penultimate episode? What did this give us? Like, this is like an episode 17 like plot line. Like, redemption of a character you previously hated feels like a mid to late season episode. That's what I'd expect from it. But for it to be it's completely thrown me off. It's completely thrown me off of what I expect from this series. Which I guess that's the creator's, like, that's his whole shtick, right? He, like, is constantly misdirecting and trying to throw you off, and it's like, okay, yeah, sure, that's your thing, but it's getting a little annoying at this point. I'm just saying. There's gotta be more than 24 episodes. Like, even if it was a sequel, like, what the fuck do you end the next week's episode on? What do you end next week's episode on? What do you do next episode? Are we just going to forget this Teppei thing? Are we going to continue with the Teppei thing? Is this Demon Deceiving chapter? And we're just going through that again? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing in all this? Is there any hint to say if this is a previous arc that we're just seeing from a different perspective? Because that would be really fucking cool if it was. If this was Demon Deceiving chapter and we're going through it, and then things happen and it results in Rika and Satoko... That would be really damn cool, I'm just saying. I don't know. Just... I've got nothing for the show anymore. I've got nothing. Like, where... Oh, boy. I really wish I watched the originals before this now. Because if I watched the originals before this, it'd be so long before I got to this that at least things would be figured out and people would know whether we're getting 24 episodes or 36 or 30, whatever it is. I don't know. Anyone learns more information about that, please let me know, because... Yeah. Yeah, it's just... Yeah. I'm going to stick with that being my prevailing theory for now as to why we got Teppei's arc all of a sudden for, like, no reason. Like, I guess to explain the miracles thing, maybe to people, because, again, this was still made so that a newer viewer can just jump in and be more or less with it with the current viewers, like those who've seen the original stuff. Like, you get a very truncated version of the events of previous times. We got a little bit on Takano and her involvement in the Mountain Dogs and all that, which I'm still barely remember, so when I get to the originals, it's going to be a surprise to me, probably, still. Yeah, I'm going to just assume that this is Demon Deceiving chapter. We're just seeing it from Rika's perspective, because we don't know what Rika was doing this entire time. So it's possible that this is happening in the background, making her question things in the miracles. She's going to cut the loop, and we're going to go back to Cotton Deceiving. And all of a sudden, she loses that miracle. Or maybe this is Cotton Deceiving, and we go back to... Well, no, I don't think so. No, I don't know. I just think that'd be a cool idea, is that we start to get this redemption, then Rika dies in a loop, and as part of that contract, right, Satoko wants to go with the Rika from that world. So if Rika dies in this world, that Teppei is having his redemption almost, Satoko would get pulled with Rika, right? Even if Satoko herself didn't die? Or would she have to choose? Like, she learns that Rika dies. she's got to choose. Is she going to try and stay in this world where Teppei's having some redemption? Or is she going to continue to chase after Rika? She'll continue to chase after Rika. But still, I feel like that's partially why we're setting this up. I can't think of any other reason why we're setting up Teppei in this way. I don't think anyone really cared to redeem him at any point. Like, cool, we're redeeming him. I have no real issues with them trying to redeem him because, like I said, you can redeem basically any character, villainous or just messed up. And I think that's part of the joy of jobless reincarnation, right? That Rudy's previous life, we're trying to redeem his previous life in a way in this new one. It's a completely different concept than what Higurashi's doing, but you get the point, right? I just can't see why we're doing this in episode 23 or 24 of, well, assumedly the final 24 episodes. I'm surprised, very surprised that this is the direction we're going in. I guess we'll see next week what happens. That's all I can really say. I have nothing. I can't even hazard a guess at what this is going to do. Like I said, my theory is we're in one of the previous arcs, and Rika is going to be killed, or something's going to happen, and Satoko will lose Teppei redemption, and we're going to go back to a loop where Teppei's an absolute arse, and we continue to get abused by him. That's my theory as to where this is going. So, we'll leave it at that. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know. My ramblings at this end are getting stupid at this point. So leave a like if you enjoyed the episodes. Where's your comments? What you thought of the episodes? Where your theories are going with this? What you think of the potential 30 or 36 episodes that this show might now have? If you find any more information about it, please let me know. If any official source backs it up, like if Analyst actually changes, or if Anime News Network picks up, or any other like news thing that you can, or if he confirms on like his Twitter or something, I don't know, that this is going to be more than 24 episodes. He'll probably announce it on episode 24, let's be real, because it just sounds like something he'd do. But anyone more information, please let me know, either on Discord, which I've got in the description below, or on the comment section. It'd be very, very handy. Yeah, don't forget to hit subscribe to see next week's finale. It's not going to be the finale, let's be real. If it is, it's going to be a very fucking disappointing one at this rate. But yeah, we'll see. So thank you everyone for watching. And until next time, see you guys later.